What would make the biggest difference culturally or in women being able to achieve? Is it some aspect of taking into account the life challenges that women face in terms of potentially having kids and potentially the balancing career? Is there something that organization can manage or do differently?
It's certainly policies, flexibility. I mean, and that goes for men and women, moms and dads, right? And you see a lot of progress in that area in terms of organizations. It also goes for opportunity, promotions. People say it's not a pie. It's not like you give here and it takes away from someone else. You raise up women, you're going to lift all boats, right? When you look at DEI efforts, diversity, equity, inclusion, it's broad. Policy, culture, leaders' behavior, all those things come into play. And things are better and different. I started openly talking about women's issues at work 9 years ago. I think it was in 14. And I had the opportunity to do a keynote at one of these conferences that are highly vendor sponsored. There were probably 200 people there. The vendors pay for you to be there, and then you do that fast speed dating and talk to them during those sessions. But I was asked to do the keynote. I was told I could talk about anything, 20-minute talk at dinner the opening night. And I talked about the changing workforce and I talked about women's issues. And there were a couple women in the audience who looked at each other when I started talking and thought, oh gosh, where's this going? And I had so many men come up to me afterwards and say, I'm so glad you said what you did. And then they told me about their daughters, right? I have a daughter who wants to be an engineer and I'm trying to be supportive of her. So my point about starting to talk more openly about it and then write about it in terms of my blog, I see there's been a lot of progress. I look at something like Hit Like a Girl and everything that Joy Rios has done. It's like, let's not hide the fact that there are still issues. Let's raise them up and let's find ways to support women.